What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of A World of a Difference. Well, I'm one of your hosts, Heavy.
Me, Adrian, again.
And on here, we talk about things that we have learned, applied to our lives, and seen to make a world of a difference.
And since we're married and opposites attract, we often have a difference of opinion, but are still able to coexist in one world, a world of a difference.
That's right. Today, we interviewing and know none other than PMG. PMG, make some noise.
PMG.
The new No Limit.
Hey, we run it.
The new No Limit.
We run it.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to start off with letting people introduce themselves. We're going to start off with First Lady Kimmy.
Hey, everybody. I am First Lady Kimmy. So good to be here. Y'all see this little knucklehead. It's my baby. He wanted to be in, so get his little 2 seconds of fame. But hey.
Gotcha. Next, we got...
What's up, man? It's your boy, Josh B. I'm so glad to be here. I'm so excited. World of a Difference. I'm finally on here. Y'all finally interviewed me. It took y'all forever, but y'all finally got me.
Had to get the contract right. Had to get the contract right first.
Okay, yeah, because you know up front, I want that back end. You know how much I want that back. But no, man, in all seriousness, man, I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
Okay, and we got, who else we got?
Yeah, it's your boy, Kevin.
The vet.
Turtle, a.k.a. God's gift. You know, I'm in the building with my boys. And First Lady.
The veteran.
Okay.
Legend.
And we missing DJ Rick. We know he ain't here right now, but he with us in spirit. DJ Rick. Shout out DJ Rick.
DJ Rick, we love you, guy. We love you, my guy.
Okay, so now that we introduced PMG, let's get a backstory on everybody. Let's start off with introducing yourself before you came to PMG. Let's start with First Lady Kim again.
Jesus, again. I don't know what I said the first time. I am Kim. I am originally from Beaufort, South Carolina. I have been down here in Birmingham for 6 years now. Oh, man, this is the longest. I just realized that I have been in one place besides South Carolina. So I must actually like it here. What you look at that? You actually from Virginia. Yeah, we don't live there, though. Anyway, this is our world of a difference.
I got you.
And so before PMG, I'm a praise and worship leader at Rock City. Whoop, whoop. Shout out to the Rock. Yes. I also program director at Eden Recovery Center. I have a clothing line called Rest in Him. And I also am author. Have some books coming out soon. So that's kind of before PMG, you know, and the clothing line, let me just go ahead and put it out there for Heavy, come back to me. So it was birthed basically out of vulnerability and brokenness before God. And so with COVID going on, I actually had to send my son away back to South Carolina, which if you don't know, it's about 6.5 hours away. With COVID, I was still working. They were out of school. He just got back last week. So I think I'm ready for him to go back already. But so yeah, hey son. So I was sitting in the house by myself, just really lonely, and you know, I would go to work, come home, go to church, come home, and just feel, you know, broken and empty. And so all those things that I thought I dealt with, low self-esteem, low self-confidence, depression, you know, suicidal ideation, all those things I thought that I had, you know, dealt with a long time ago, they started to resurface. And so I began to find myself in another depression. And it was just like, I would just come home, just cry myself to sleep. Like, okay, Lord, like I'm done. This is it. Like you got to do something or I'm going to take it into my own hands. And so one night I just kind of heard him say, you know, it's very audible, like how we're talking now. I actually popped up out of my bed and kind of looked around my room because I was like, hey, but 2 people that live in this house and one is 6.5 hours away. So who out? My door is locked, my lights off. Like I'm a scaredy cat on the real. I'm not in the front. And so, but very, you know, softly he said, it's me. He just said, I just need you to rest in me. Like, I'll do the rest. I will take care of everything now that you're acknowledging it. You know, you're ready. You're in a place to actually deal with it. And so that was it. I sent that to my graphic designer and it was like, poof, she came up with a logo. And so, like I said, I tell people it's not just a clothing line, it's a testimony, because it's what I have had to do in the last couple of months, especially with COVID going on. So yeah, that's me.
All right, that sounds good. That sounds great. Josh.
Before PMG, man, I was pretty much working. I mean, I don't want to do it now. But before PMG, I wasn't in the right state of mind. I was all over the place. I didn't have a structure. I didn't have a specific goal in life that I wanted to achieve. It was just one of those type of things where I was just pretty much living life, you know what I'm saying, to the best of my ability, and trying to get killed in the streets or trying to get in trouble. So joining PMG and just doing music as a whole kind of changed my whole life. It gave me a sense of urgency of how to help myself. You know, the music that I present is not only saving souls, I have to look at myself too. Because I can't, you know, be out here saying I want to save a soul and I want to help people if I'm not in the right state of mind or I'm not the person I need to be. So, of course, man, PMG totally changed my life. You know, and it's funny, you know, a lot of artists may say that, and the first thing they think about is money. When they say, oh, it changed my life, well, yeah, because they got riches and riches. But in my aspect, you know, loyalty is worth more than money to me. At the end of the day, loyalty. And you know, I told him this a long time ago. I signed a loyalty deal. When we sat down and talk, you like, you come to PMG, yeah, I'm gonna sign a loyalty deal. So it's not necessarily about money. So when I say it changed my life to the fact that I have 4 beautiful people that got my back. They has my back. See what I'm saying? And their loyalty is strong, and I know I can count on them. I can go to them, talk to them about anything in the world, and they'll be there to help me. So that's the whole thing about PMD. I'm so excited.
Okay, Kev.
Before PMG, I'm still one half of a group called Rock Boys. So before
Rock Boys?
PMG, I was still doing ministry at the Rock Church.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, I'm still a youth minister there. I'm just glad to be a part of a new team. Not saying nothing bad about my group at Rock Boys, but it's another new group. You know,
Right.
doing better things.
Just a conglomerate. That's all we are. That's all we is, a conglomerate. That's it.
Big word.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. Okay.
He's a big word. He found it in the back of the dictionary right there, boy.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna get on you, Josh. I'm gonna let you slide with that one.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you slide with that one. Okay, we're gonna get
Well,
Right now, this film.
Well, you got to ask.
Well, I guess now I'll ask my part to the questions. I asked it to him, you know, by you being the co-founder of PMG, what inspired you to just, you know, what inspired you to come up with PMG?
What inspired me to come up with PMG was back in the days had a label. Well, we had a label called Backwood ENT. We doing, you know, stuff we hadn't been doing.
That sounds scary.
Yeah.
Backwood ENT. Come on, Backwood ENT.
Hide you in the woods, boy. For real. But now, we was on doing music. You know, we was on 95.7 jams, stuff like that. But met my wife. Long story. Her incident, she explained on the last episode, and that incident brought me, you know, to Christ. You know what I'm saying? It brought me in. After she went through what she went through, she was getting up every Sunday, still going to church. You know, putting her clothes on, and I'm sitting at home. I ain't going to no church. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sitting at the house watching her go to church.
Mm-hmm.
And just one Sunday, I just got up with her. She said, "What you doing?" I said, "I'm putting my clothes on. I'm coming with you." You know what I'm saying? But that's what I love about her. When she never said, "Hey, you need to come to church. You need to come do it. She just kept being an example. You know, and by her being an example, hey, it won me over. But anyway, once I got saved, I wasn't studying doing music. I just wanted to live a regular life. I said, I'm gonna be regular, you know, I'm just gonna, you know, leave all that alone or whatever. And I'm just gonna, you know, be a little sit down on the pew kind of guy, just sit back and chill. But God just kept calling me to greater. It's like one of those old sayings your parents used to say, if you let the girl go and she come back to you, then she for you. So that's what happened. I let it go and it kept coming back to me. So I knew, okay, God, this is what you want me to do. You know, so I reached out to Josh B. I had ministered at his church before. And we just kind of kept in touch. And I reached out to Josh B. and told him, you know, I want to have a meeting, you know, talk with him or whatever. The guy had already told me to pick him. So I picked him. We sat down, we were talking. And while we was talking, Josh B had on some red Jordans that day. And I later walked up to us and she just came out of nowhere. And she just said, I like your shoes. Yeah. They're red, like the blood of Jesus. You know, that's what she said.
My.
And we were just sitting there talking or whatever. And she was just like, what are y'all? She's like, I don't usually do this, but what are y'all talking about? And we just like, well, we talking about outreach, how we can reach, you know, young people or whatever. And she was like, oh, wow. She was like she prophesied over us, like, what she said? She said, God is going to bless y'all.
Yeah,
y'all ain't going to never have to worry about nothing. Everything going to be taken care of. You know, she said all that. And I was just like, after she said that, it's like confirmation, like I'm doing the right thing. You know, I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So after we left that, like I told Josh, I said, we probably go outside and never see it later again. You know,
tell them how in your spirit you wanted to hug her, but you was,
yeah. God had told me to hug her, give her a hug, right? Now, this was before COVID, so we could hug. So, God told me to give her a hug, and I didn't do it. You know, this how you know this was God. He put in my spirit and told me to hug her, but I didn't do it. She turned around and said, hey, let me get a hug. I said, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? So I said, okay. So after that, me and Josh B just been rolling. After that, he brought in DJ Rick. He brought in Kev. He brought in Kim. All these came simply because I went to him like God told me to. So just being obedient made PMG come together.
Oh, I feel special.
Okay, guys. If you weren't a musician, what would you be doing right now?
Thank you. So I honestly can't see life without music. For me, music is my foundation. It's like my weapon for me. And so a lot of people know me through my music, and not necessarily because I sound good or because, you know, I can do what I do. God's given me the ability. But because when I do it wholeheartedly. And so I put everything that I have and everything that I am into it. So I believe the God that I sing about, the God that I talk about, the God that I reference. And so for me, it's kind of like, it's that foundational piece. I mean, before I'll sit down and talk to you and tell you what's going on, I'll come up with a song and sing a song and you'll be like, okay, I know what's going on with her. Like that's just how I am. That's how I relay my emotions through a song. And so for me, it's a foundation. I can't imagine life without music for me. So yeah.
All right. Josh?
I think for me, I think I'd be more involved with the youth. Like I said, I've been in a youth ministry and I taught youth classes. I was a youth leader in my church. And not saying I'm not involved more because of music, but I think if I wasn't doing music, I have 100% to the youth. I've probably been, you know, have a whole youth ministry because I love the youth and I love giving back. I love just seeing the passion in their eyes, because when I was growing up, I didn't have anybody that's, you know, older than me to teach me my ways, to teach me certain things. So I think I'd be definitely now. This generation now that we have now is so different from when I was growing up, and I know it's probably different from you was growing up, Kim, all you guys growing up. It's so different. It's certain ways you have to reach them, and I think now talking to them is not the way to go. I think now is more so with the music. And I feel like social media and the television has a major impact on our youth today. So I think that's more so what our mission is as PMG. We're trying to change the narrative. You know, we're trying to come in and say, look, okay, we do music, but at the end of the day, it's more than music. We want to do outreach. We want to be a blessing, like me and Heavy talked about. We want to go out to the homeless and give them 20 t-shirts and buy them biscuits. That's what we want to do, you know, because if the youth and the young people see us doing that, and we're like, oh man, them guys, they really, you know, they have a heart for the city. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have a lot of money to do what we, the outreach. You don't have to have a lot of money. You know, you can do it with a little money. You can be a blessing with $20.
Mm-hmm.
You can be a blessing with $10. But I feel like that's what we have to get to in order to change the narrative of today's generation. You have to be that example. And I feel like PMG, not even just to toot our own horn, I just feel like we are in a position where we can be that difference. You know what I'm saying? It can be more than music. Yes, we're going to give good quality music. Yes, we're going to give good music to bring you to the altar with Kim. And yes, we're going to give good music with Kev and Heavy. It's going to, you know what I'm saying, going to jump down your throat, but still going to get you crunk. But at the same time, we're going to give you some good outreach on the back end of it too. So I definitely feel like, you know, if I wasn't doing this, I'd be more involved in the streets and more involved with the youth.
All right. Kev, same question.
If I wasn't doing music,
You'll be hooping, won't it?
I don't even think I'd be in church if I wasn't doing no music. That's the only thing got me in church was the music.
Right.
I can't even see me doing. Yeah, it's the music. It's the music for me. Without the music, I don't think I love to do was bang. So that's the only thing I was good at before I did music.
I got you. The music saved your life.
Yes, sir.
Well, God saved your life through the music.
Yeah, through the music.
I got you.
So I'm happy about the music now.
So if you weren't doing music, you'd be banging. That's what you said.
That's all I knew.
Yeah. So we're gonna keep you doing music then. That's what we're gonna do. Okay.
Guys, with you guys, being artists, and I won't put a label on you guys as Christian artists or, you know, things like people nowadays, they say Christian artists, but you guys were just out really doing the work of the Lord. If it was anything that you could change about the music industry, what would it be?
Yeah, so for me, I would change the level of authenticity because I think nowadays we're so in a rush to perform and give people a good performance that we miss those authentic. That's a hard word.
Say it.
Authentic. We miss those authentic moments, those moments that cause us to slow down and be like, okay, I feel like, what is this that I'm feeling? This is different. Like, this is God. This is how he feels when he's inside of me, when I give him control. And so it's just, it's too much performance. It's too much performance. Like me, I'm not a performance person. I'm like, hey, give me a mic. Let me do what God called me to do. You want to rehearse? Nah, just I rehearsed at home in my bedroom. Like, I don't want perfection, you know, for my sake. I want to get up there and do what he called me to do and let him have his way. And so moving program out of the way, you know, the thing is, and I tell people, like, I'm not the best singer in the world. I don't have the riffs and the runs like all these other people. But when I get on stage, you best to believe I'm going to be authentic. It's going to be pure worship. I'm a worshiper at heart. That's what I'm going to give you. That's what I'm going to feel. It's a lifestyle that I lead, that I live. So I'm not just practicing this or doing this, performing when I'm getting up here. What I do outside is cultivating what happens when I'm on the stage. And so definitely, I just wish it could be more authentic. You know, people need to see the real us, the vulnerable us in a song. You know, when we're singing, I'm singing King of Glory and I can get up there, smash it and kill it and go on about my business, like not feel a thing, you know. But then when I get up there and I think about who I'm calling the King of Glory and what that means and how that's changed my life, like you can feel the difference, and his tangible presence, you know, in the atmosphere is completely different. So for me, one thing I would change is this the authenticity level. Like I need it to be more real. Like we losing people because of performance. And so
That's right.
it's time for us to get real and be authentic about who we are on and off stage. So
That's real. I agree. 100%.
Yeah, I agree. I would agree with her too. And like I said, just piggyback off her. I think really what the industry it shows people that you can't be real. You have to be someone else. I think that's why a lot of people are afraid of signing deals now. Because when you step into an industry or you step into a contract, they have a contract laid out for you, and they say this and that, boom, 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 bam, bam, and they're kind of making you be someone that you're not. You see what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
So I guess that's the freedom of independent artists like us, that we have the room to be authentic. We have the room to be real. So if we're practicing being real and authentic now, we have no choice but to be real and authentic if a major deal comes along.
When?
You know what I'm saying? Because it's already embedded in us to be real and authentic. You see what I'm saying? So I think that's what's the struggle nowadays with the industry, the music industry, not just the Christian and gospel music, everywhere. No one's really showing the realness in the music. You know what I'm saying? A lot of cats that we listen to the secular music, I guarantee a lot of them don't have all the cars that we think they have. A lot of them don't have all the money we think we have. Those videos you see them, the videos you see, those don't be real money. Those don't be their cars all the time. You know, come on, you know what I'm saying? All the girls in the video, once they're gone, it's gone. They don't see them no more. So that's not showing the realness in society. So our youth are looking at that saying, oh, I can get that. I can get money. I can have girls. I can have all those cars. I can do that. You know what I'm saying? That thing's so easy now, and they don't realize the levels to it. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, just picking back off Kim, I think it's honestly it's the realness and being authentic is what we're missing out of music.
Right. That's why it's important, I feel like, to tell your story.
Right.
You know, let them know the downfalls that you went through, not just the glory days. You know, that's what I got a Lambo. I got racks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But what about when you was facing 20 years because of getting the Lambo? You know what I'm saying? You got to tell the whole story about that. You know, that's what's missing. Like you said, that's the other part of it that's missing.
Mm-hmm.
Big gap. And you said about the contracts, about signing the deals or whatever. You remember the last performance? Well, not the last performance, but the performance when we had at the church when Bishop Roscoe told us about the contracts. Like he was speaking it over us too. He was like, "Be careful of the contracts you sign." You know. Yeah. So basically, it may be some contracts coming out. I don't know, but hey.
Because the thing is, he knows it, and that just shows to me that he see us going higher. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. For you to even tell us that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we're local, we're independent. For you to even bring that up, you know what I'm saying? It shows me that the respect he has for us, one, and the fact that he sees that, okay, these guys that Josh brought to the church, they're gonna go somewhere. And they're going to run across a bad contract. So we have to be equipped to understand what, you know what I'm saying, a good and bad contract is. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, like how me and you talking, we were saying, you know, that's not what we're all about. You know what I'm saying? We're not all about, we're all about trying to get PMG up there. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to get with those Sunday records and get them up, you know what I'm saying? We focus on PMG. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. PMG or nothing is how I look at it.
Hey, we don't need no opening acts or nothing. Just give us the mic. We'll do our own stuff.
That's it. But see that's the beauty in being independent, like, and being with people that understand and know the vision. Because people don't know this. I don't like makeup. I barely like dresses. Like give me a good old pair of tights or some jeans and some J's and a t-shirt. Like I'm good. You know what I mean? And so if I sign a contract, with one of these big records. Oh no, you got to put this. Nah, like sometimes I want to get up on stage and I want you to see how I feel. You know what I mean? Because that's going to resonate. I want you to see that everything that I'm doing is not all glitz and glamour. Like the grass isn't always greener. You know what I'm saying? On the other side, I want you to see, now I don't got no makeup on. Now my hair ain't done, but I'm still up here doing what needs to be done. And that's what people need to see. You know, right. So it's plenty. It's plenty of days like, Kim, no, I'm not putting no makeup. You sure? I'm not putting no makeup. We gonna do this or we not gonna do this. Like, right. But that's the beauty in being independent. Like, you get to say so. And that's why so many people respect us, because you can see PMG and you can see the authenticity level about us. You know what I mean? So
we're gonna be bigger than Universal. So I'm telling you, we're gonna be bigger than Universal. We're gonna be bigger than Sony.
How did it feel when y'all saw yourself on the news?
Well, oh Lord. So I don't look, I'm telling y'all, like it's like, you know how you can be too humble sometimes? Like, I guess because to me, like, yes, I want this stuff, you know, I want that life, I do, but it ain't nothing, you know what I mean? Because everything that I have is because of him. Mm-hmm. And so I don't like photos, I don't like photo shoots, I don't like video shoots, I don't like pictures, like I don't like TV commercials, and a lot of this stuff, you heard me, Josh B, a lot of this stuff I've had to do. I'm gonna be there tomorrow. It's not because I necessarily liked it, it's because I knew it had to be done. And so even in my secular life, when it came to news, I used to run from the camera. My boss was like, Kim, you did the work. Like, you did. And I'm like, nah, you go ahead. You can take the credit. You ain't even got to say my name. And so when I saw myself, it was just like, oh. And then I was like, ooh.
I think that's kind of the same way with me. But see, that's kind of really the whole makeup, the whole lifestyle. And that's, I came out with the album Hungry but Humble, because so many years I've been so humble. I never got to be in the front. I was behind the scenes. I was the guy setting up concerts and doing things, you know, I had never stepped out there. So, you know, when I saw myself on there, it was a humbling feeling, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy because it kind of brings me to the point where, I don't know if you guys, I know Ken, if you've been watching, but I've been watching Pastor Mike, just little clips on Instagram and his leading up to the Stellar Awards. And I see him and I see how all he is, but he's humble about it. He's like, man, I'm taking a picture with all this, you know what I'm saying? He just, you know, it's a dope feeling. You see what I'm saying? It's a dope feeling that we all should have. But at the same time, we're so humble about it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We all want that feeling, but we can be humble with it, but we can be so excited, you know what I'm saying? So excited about that opportunity. So, you know, it was a good opportunity to be on there, especially during Juneteenth. I think that was a good opportunity, you know, have PMG represented well during that time.
I just thought it was scripture when you were just talking. Humble yourselves under the hand of the Almighty, that He may exalt you in due time. So you have to humble yourself first. When it's your time, He will exalt you.
Yeah.
Okay, Kev, you have to ask the question, Kev, about the industry. What do you want to change about the industry?
Oh yeah, what I would change is just doing more outreach and giving back to the community. I just believe in if people could just see us out there giving back and just connecting with people on a personal level, I mean, so much to the community than just a performance and all that other stuff. But I love to just get an Instagram DM saying they just want to speak or just talk and catch up, all that good stuff. It makes me feel good. They can just really talk to you and not feel like you better than nobody else.
Right. Feel equal.
Yeah.
I think that's what Kim was hitting at too, kind of like when she was saying no makeup and no hair, you know, hair not done, because somebody in the crowd ain't got their hair done, so they can say, well, I can do what Kim doing, you know. I'm just like she, just like me, you know. So that makes them relatable, you know. Makes it relatable. That's why I really don't wear jewelry no more. I can afford jewelry, I can get jewelry, but I don't want to set myself so apart, you know, from somebody else, you know. I want to be able to walk in the crowd and just be one of the people in the crowd, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, guys. What do you feel is the best song that you've ever released and why?
So the best song that I have ever released, like in the whole entire world, no diss, sorry, is Victory. So with me and Josh B. And I say that because it was just so intimate, like the song on both levels. Like we didn't plan, we didn't get together and say, okay, we're gonna say this, we're gonna say, like literally I wrote my verse, he wrote his verse. And when we came together, it was crazy how God moved because we were talking about the same thing. We were talking about life and what's going on, and it was so vulnerable and so open and so broken and yet powerful at the same time that people could relate to it, because it was like, I'm about to lose my mind. Like there's so much going on. Like I'm about to go crazy, y'all. I don't know what to do, and so to me it was just the song in itself, the message that it gave, and the power that was behind the message. I actually had this guy in Africa who is a pastor. Yeah, I don't even know how we ended up friends on Facebook. I have no clue. But he messaged me and was like, "Oh my gosh, I heard your song." And I was like, "You what? What song?" Like, what are you talking about? He was like, "It's so needed right now." They were listening to it over there in Africa. And I was like, "And what? Are you pranking me? Like, what's going on?" But I mean, it was just the message behind it and how open we were about ourselves and telling people, just because I'm up here with a microphone in my hand does not mean I have it all together at all times. Like I'm in the middle of a crisis just like you are. This is how I'm maintaining. And so for me, that has hands down been the best song that I've ever recorded. All my albums that I'm coming out with, just to let y'all know, it's gonna be on air. We probably gonna remix it. Like it's just a needed message, and it can fit in any point of time. And so definitely my favorite, hands down.
Right.
Okay. Josh?
Yeah, I would say that. I would definitely say. I have two. And I would say Victory, of course, but she can pretty much sum everything up. I mean, like I said, it's very much needed. And like I said, the testimony and the songs were so powerful. If you hear my verse and your voice, you'll know us on a personal level. You know what I'm saying? That's how powerful the song is. So very much needed in this time. And I would also say, I would go out on the limb and say that Can't Tell Me Nothing is a powerful song to me. And the reason being, because Can't Tell Me Nothing kind of form was an outcry, and it was more so a shout out to those people that doubted me, and those people that's probably said, well, okay, he doing this, and I don't think he can get too far, and the friends that wasn't supporting me, and that's what Can't Tell Me Nothing came about. You hear Can't Tell Me Nothing, I'm talking about the devil, of course. But then also I'm talking about those friends and those peers that I hear on the back end talking like, oh, you ain't doing it, you know what I'm saying? So definitely Can't Tell Me Nothing is a very powerful song to me on a personal level, because it really shows everybody, hey, I'm gonna do me, and you can't tell me nothing, literally. You know what I'm saying? The devil can't stop me. When I'm going, you can't tell me nothing. So yeah, Victory and Can't Tell Me Nothing is two of my top twos. My songs.
Okay, Kev.
I have to go with the song I got called Blessing, because I was used to just doing youth ministry type songs, just getting the kids crunk all the time until, I had to go through a little test during these times. And Blessing was the only song that I could think of that I actually just told the truth about myself and the people I surrounded myself with. Going through divorce with my first wife, I had stopped doing ministry for a while until I just came back to the music. And that's the first song I did when I took me a little 2-3 month time out, because I was confused about what I wanted to do in ministry once I was going through that divorce. So that kind of put me in a bad spot. But Blessing was that song I came out with and put everything out there. And that's one of the best songs and best feelings I had when I made a song.
Do you miss being on the road, Kev? Remember you used to be on the road?
Oh yeah, I definitely miss being on the road, but the road life was, it get addicted when they try to put all this money in your face when you ain't used to it, and had to get back under pasture and get grounded again because they're trying to buy me away.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
believed in my city. All the cities that I was going to, they weren't looking for ministry. They were looking for entertainers, and that ain't what I was going to be paid for.
Right. I got you. I got you.
All right, Henry, what was one of the songs, one of your top favorite songs that you released and why?
My favorite is How You're Learning. How You Learning. That's my favorite song. Well, I got a few favorite songs, but I would say How You Learning because that's the first song that I poured myself into where I found myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I was recording when I first started back doing the music, whatever God told me to do it. I was recording music, but I was recording it based on, okay, what they gonna think about this, what they gonna say about this, what they gonna, make sure I say Jesus 100 times in this song. You know, let me make sure, So How You Learning was the one when I went in, I was my swag, you know what I'm saying? Not worried about what nobody else is gonna think. I'm just gonna drop what I feel. And that's a song that reached 95.7. That's a song that, did a lot of things to bring me to where I'm at right now. So How I Learned to be the one for me. Josh B, where you went, man? He went to the commercial break.
You know how he do.
Yeah.
VIP right there.
Oh, hey,
Oh,
Lamont.
baby. That PMG shirt.
Yeah, she got that PMG shirt on. We got to send you $5 after the podcast just for repping.
Yeah. You on mute, Josh. Unmute yourself.
Hey.
There you go.
Hey,
Hey, cutie.
What's your name? Tell us your name.
Kenzie?
Kenzie. Kenzie, you three, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I got you. You just had a birthday. Right?
Yes,
Did
sir.
she just have a birthday, Josh?
Say again.
Did she just have a birthday?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Her birthday.
I don't know what she's doing. Right. Oh, okay. Nana. Okay. Nana. But yeah, her birthday, yeah, it's just July 8th.
Right. The day after my son. That's crazy too. That's another part how this supposed to be orchestrated. We ran into each other before we made exactness at the doctor's office.
The babies were trained to win.
Yeah, we sure did.
Yep.
I forgot about that, man. That's crazy.
So did.
That's crazy.
It was divine.
Yeah, it was meant. It was meant.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to the next round. Next round of questions.
All right. Get that in water.
I got a question.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
We're gonna put y'all in the hot seat. Right quick. Who is your favorite member of PMG?
My boy DJ Rick.
Look, good answer. I plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth.
I vote DJ
my
Rick.
Favorite my favorite is Kyla.
Kyla.
Hey, that's my favorite. Yeah.
Gotcha. Next question.
Who your favorite?
No,
who your favorite?
Who's your favorite?
Who my
Boss?
favorite?
Yes.
My favorite
Yeah, boss.
is Heavy, of course. I'm just joking. I ain't got no favorite. I love all y'all, man. I love what everybody brings to the. I love what everybody brings to the table. No. Listen.
That's a boss answer.
Everybody got.
That's a boss answer.
No, it ain't. It's a real answer. I'm gonna tie it all up together. Listen to me. Okay.
All right, tie it up for me.
Everybody brings something to the table, right?
Mm-hmm.
Think about an airplane. It takes everything to make an airplane fly. It takes a pilot, but it takes the stewardess to talk to the people to keep the people calm while they're flying. and it takes the ground crew to get everything on the plane, the luggage and everything, and even back the planes up and land the plane. You know, it takes air traffic control to guide the plane in and say what's coming. So we got all of that. I'm a pilot. Josh B, I would consider him a co-pilot. Kim is our stewardess. Kev is our grounds crew. And all together, we gonna fly high.
Ooh, that boy like that. I like that.
Yeah, but where DJ Rick at?
DJ Rick, he doing the music.
Traffic control. Traffic control.
He's a DJ of the plane.
Yeah, he doing the music. Yeah, that's real. We gotta watch the movie. Oh, you on the flight?
Yeah. Good job. I like that. I like that.
Yeah, that was smooth. That was smooth. We'll get that to you.
I'm gonna tie it up.
Okay, guys. If you could have your fans to remember one thing about you, what would it be?
Just my heart for God. Because I think that if you can take that much away, knowing and seeing what I've been through and what I've experienced, all the, unfavorable situations and circumstances, but I still have a heart to worship God and to serve him. I think that in itself can help anybody get through any situation. So for me, I just want them to take my heart, my worship for him, and how authentic it is. So in spite of everything that's going on.
Okay. Josh?
I think me is loyalty. I'm really big on loyalty, and I feel like that's what I want people to remember me by, or to know me by. When my name is mentioned, anything, I want them to mention loyalty alongside that. So that's definitely my biggest thing, loyalty.
Yeah.
Kev?
Mine is honesty and realness. Because no matter what, at the end of the day, I want them to know that I am who I am. Regardless of what I went through, I'm still going to be me at the end of the day.
Right.
I love God. I'm from the streets. But, that's me. You either accept it or whatever you want to do with it.
That's real. So if I could sum up this whole clique in one word, I would just say authenticity. Everybody just being their authentic self. And that's what I feel like, that's what we want people to realize. And say, hey, these people are authentic. I can connect with Kim, I can connect with Kev, I can connect with Josh. A lot of times people don't connect with people. You know what I'm saying? They don't feel like that people are reachable. You know what I'm saying? The reason that the lady with the issue of blood was able to touch Jesus, because Jesus was reachable. He was out among them. So if he wasn't out among them, she wouldn't even got her healing. You know what I'm saying? So we are for the people. We are for the people. We gonna be real. We gonna be recognized by being authentic, doing the groundwork, and just doing what other people don't do. That's simple.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's pretty much sums it up. Any upcoming events?
PMG.
Yes, it's an upcoming event. Tomorrow we'll be shooting my very first video. Can't Tell Me Nothing. I'm so excited. I'm so pumped. Oh man, I'm gonna be up all night trying to get all the ideas and everything together.
Trying to get his wardrobe, his rolling wardrobe.
Because I'm coming with it. I'm coming with it. And also, man, September 18th, I got my release date for my album. Yes, sir. It's finally here. A lot of folks been waiting. Y'all been waiting me. Y'all been waiting for a long time for that one to drop. So it's finally gonna drop September 18th.
Good.
Hungry but humble. Because I'm hungry. I'm gonna be humble.
Kim, what you
hungry? Okay. Yeah, we hungry.
Hungry but humble. Just some more music. I'm working on some stuff now. COVID is, putting a wrench in my studio time and studio life. But definitely some more music. I got a couple things already written that I'm still working on. And then of course my clothing line. So I'm trying to drop something new every 2 to 3 weeks. You might see some shirts, some pants, some jackets. It's wintertime. We about to have some hoodies. So definitely just some Rest in Him apparel for, you know, as it get colder and we still dealing with COVID, at least you could be warm as you rested in Him. So, yeah.
Where can they go? Where can they go to get your apparel?
Yeah, so you can go on my website is restinhim20, restinhim20.com. Also, you can reach out on Facebook and Instagram. It's just Rest in Him, restinhim20, or look me up, Kimberly Nicholson. And yeah, so that's it.
Kev, what you got coming?
I got some stuff in the works. I just had a new baby that came early. It came 2 months early, so it got me stuck in the house for a minute. And this COVID stuff ain't no joke, so I ain't trying to go in the studio and be out of front of people at this time anyway. But when I get in there, I got some stuff already prepared to go put down for you.
Mm-hmm.
I got you.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna go ham.
Yes, sir.
I got you.
Hey,
I need somebody to do another trap beat. I'm ready.
I told you, man. Once my album drop, then Heavy album gonna drop. You coming right behind us, bro. You right behind us. And then Kim. We gotta come.
Let's go.
Gotta hit them back to back, just like that.
Summer 2021, we coming out with a compilation. We're gonna drop the PMG album as a whole.
Woo! Woo!
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be the new No Limit.
We run it.
Kim Mia X, the first lady.
Yeah, Mia X. Yeah. Yep.
KFC murder.
Lord, we thank you that he's saved now. We thank you.
Hey, so what Kev is then? Who Kev is?
KFC murder.
He murdered.
Okay, KFC murder. I was saying Kim.
You silk, cause you think you smooth. You silk. Yeah. We got DJ Rick, beats by the pound. He making the beats.
Oh yeah. Hey, well, who Lil Romeo?
Who Lil Romeo?
That'll be Rashad.
Rashad, yeah. That'll be Rashad.
Yeah, we ain't got no Romeo yet. Okay, well, that concludes the interview, man. I love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for taking time out with us today, man.
Yes.
Hey, God willing, we'll see y'all tomorrow. Let's get it in.
Yes,
Bye.
sir.
Bye, y'all.